Hey y'all, this is Moni.
And this is Kat.
Hey Kat. And this is the Fake Ass Book Club. Wait, can we both say it or no?
Okay, guys, welcome back. It's your girl Moni.
And this is Kat.
Hey, Kat.
Hey, Moni.
You're looking sparkly.
So are you. Why is that?
I mean, it's New Year's Eve, right?
Yay! Oh,
Okay.
I love New Year's Eve.
Why?
Because you're strongly encouraged to drink.
Amen. Have we been doing that? Mine's gone.
I mean, I have
A little.
I have liquid.
Okay. All right.
And then you're strongly encouraged to dress up.
Check.
And
Both.
it's a fresh start. Even though it's just another day, really.
It is.
You know, the calendar's arbitrary. Just as human beings, we like to keep track of time so we know
do.
where we are and stuff like that. But it's still fun. It's also, you know, one of those things where we can all agree on it. So it's not like when you say certain holidays and people are like, why don't you say? No, everyone can agree. Happy New Year. You can say that. And it's one of the few things I know how to say in Spanish.
Oh.
Feliz Año Nuevo.
Ah.
And so, yeah,
There you
these
have
are all the reasons why I enjoy New Year's Eve.
I do
The
too,
end.
friend. I do too. And I'm so glad to share it with you because we've been doing the podcasting thing now for some years. And I feel like it's nice. I do, especially the older I get into traditions. So like at this point, it's like, aren't we throwing on something sparkly? Are we talking about I like it.
I do too.
It makes
I
me
do
feel
too,
good.
actually.
So it's kind of a nice
I
way.
have to admit, when you first mentioned it, I was like, what?
This is what, what's funny about that, what actually made me feel good about that, I feel like it's usually the other way around.
Right. That's
It
what
is.
I was like.
And so it's nice to, like, you know what I mean? Switch places sometimes.
I was like, what are you even talking about? You're springing this
It's
on me
like,
now.
don't you want to look nice? I'm like, no, bitch, that's why I have a podcast. I want to throw my sweats and talk some shit.
Well, like I said at the live, like we're doing good to even be doing a new episode during the break because a lot of people,
But
rightfully,
listen, you should. We're
Take time
insane,
off.
clearly.
we
But
were like,
it's a-
no.
It's a testament to how much I need this podcast for my mental health.
Yes.
You have no idea. I am stuck talking to my husband,
Well,
my children. I love them.
of course.
But it's like, it's not, diversity is good for a lot of reasons. Diversity of
It's a
thought
good
and
thing I ended
conversation.
racism like I said I would last New Year's.
Oh, so we're getting into it? Are we getting Okay, so here's how I know we need to, let's stay on our outlines, friends. Okay, we're getting all over the place here. All right? So it's our New Year's episode, and let's dedicate it before we go much further, friends.
Okay.
So everyone, hands over your hearts. Okay, so every episode, you guys, we like to kick things off by dedicating our episodes to our patrons. Thank you so much. I feel like this is another year of the continued support that we love and appreciate so much. So thank you so much. Especially we have a couple new patrons
We
too.
do.
So shout out to you
Thank
guys. Thank you so much
you.
for watching our YouTube, for downloading our episodes. Hopefully you're sharing our episodes too. So yeah, and then my personal dedication this week, you guys, is I'm gonna say evolution. I know this might be a little corny because it is New Year's, but also I'm always grateful for the evolution of our podcast, for our friendship, for all of my interpersonal relationships. So yeah, I'm just grateful for the opportunity because you can get stuck. So here's to not being stuck.
To not stagnating.
Love
When
it,
you
friend.
said evolution, I thought you meant like,
The theory of it.
yeah.
I mean that too.
Sure.
Shout out to you.
I was like, huh.
Happy New Year's.
Yes, and to the growth, because books help with that.
It
I
does.
think that's been the fuel. But my dedication is going to Lush Cosmetics.
I feel like we've been here before, friend.
For helping to fight the ashiness, of course, but also their
Diabolical.
founder. I guess like back in September, I just now found out about it, but he actually closed down UK operations for a day to protest the occupation of Gaza. And I was like,
Oh my
wow.
God.
Yeah, it's woke soap, y'all.
Ooh,
So
the best kind.
The best kind. And it also, yeah, it's also just really good
It's
product
good
too.
stuff.
But yeah, good for them because they're always about a cause. They'll always
like
have a
that.
product where the proceeds go to people in need, and they just
That
don't
is
like people being
beautiful.
starved. And I think that's good. Like, it's a good thing. So, yeah, dedication
I
over.
agree. Thank you for reminding me about that too, though, because I do think it's hard, especially because everything is so. I mean, we're such consumers. I'm guilty of it. I know you guys probably are too, but it does.
We are in America.
I know, but then like when you really think about the operations of businesses, it is a real choice to make as a corporation, as a business entity, to be socially conscious when you don't have to. Like when you're rewarded for not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like
Because
that's
he lost
big.
money for sure.
I know, and
For sure.
that's
Just to make a
big
point.
thing. Just to
I'm,
make a
I'm,
point.
I'm all about that.
It's beautiful. That's what warms my heart. Like those little nuggets actually do keep me going in the new year.
Yay.
Because 2025 was ghetto, friend.
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean? I thought everything was super chill, cash money.
Was not.
I can't remember anything bad happening.
Oh my gosh. I wish there was just, it's like, if I find a good YouTube clip, I'll just be like, just play this for a second. Because you're on that bullshit and you know exactly why. And here's the physical evidence since niggas like that. You know, here's the physical evidence. But also, it is nice to, again, like this podcast and other things, like the things that kind of ground you in reality that help you deal when things are crazy, friend.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard.
It does get hard sometimes.
So one of the things, okay, so if you had to name top things that help you, so you're bummed out. It's ghetto here. Trump's president. It's 2025, about to be 2026. It's like, it's not even been a full calendar year and this shit is going up in a way that feels unreal. What are the things that comfort you? Like what helps you sort of
This is going to
keep grounded?
sound very egotistical. I like listening to our podcast. Like a lot
Really?
of seriously,
Wow.
like because I listen to
like,
it for
we're
quality.
awesome.
I
And-
listen to it for quality control, but every once in a while I'll go back and listen to an old episode.
So cute. I never do that.
You don't?
No.
Oh, it's so funny. Like
No.
just listening to an archived episode
Oh,
of something I
God.
completely forgot, either you or I said.
It is amazing how much we forget. Or at least I don't want to speak for you because you just said it, but I feel like mine's next level because y'all know if you ever follow this show, you and I barely remember what I said just 10 minutes ago.
You'd be like, huh?
Let alone, right. You're always laughing at me like, I love how you're acting like this is the first time you heard this. I'm like, it might as well be. Because I'm ridiculous, obviously.
Yeah.
And but also I argue that that's why I stay happy.
Yes, I feel like I bring
Because
this up.
I don't remember the shitty stuff for too long to where it's
It's
like
a defense
interrupting my life.
mechanism.
It is.
It's a defense. I
I'm
bring this
trying
up a
to
lot of
like it here.
times. The X-Men, like Wolverine, part of his healing factor is wiping his memory. That's why he can't remember stuff
And it's
because
like,
they're
hey,
like, you don't need that.
you
I call
don't
it
need
wiping
that.
it from the hard drive. I used to tease my mom so much because she'll be like, I don't remember that. But now I'm getting to that point and I'm like, you know what? As time goes by, you just...
That's so funny.
it's like, I don't need that.
Or the story you're hearing, you're like, that is not what happened. Have
it's
you ever
like-
heard your mom or an older relative talk about like a family event and you're like,
It's
I
like,
feel like
Grandma.
because you're older than me, I feel like there's no way
can't
for me to
check
address
this,
this and
but-
but it's like, all right, yeah, but that's not what I remember.
We started a little
I'm gonna let
phrase
you have
called
it.
"check your sources" when we'll be like, "Hey,
Where
did
did
you?" It's like, that's not what happened.
But also, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Okay.
When there's stuff I don't like.
But yeah, that's one of the things I do to cheer myself up, or listen
That's
to
cute.
like someone else's podcast, or one of my.
Okay.
I have several comfort shows.
Okay.
And actually, I was just watching clips. My cousin sent me a clip, a little compilation from Bob's Burgers,
Oh man.
and that's a big one.
Okay. Bob's
Yeah.
Burgers.
What about you? What are your coping mechanisms?
Drinking alcohol, which isn't always the healthiest.
Not
one.
usually recommended, but it works.
No, and I'm not. Okay, so top of the show. Please be advised, this episode is intended for adult audiences and contains adult language and content. We are expressing opinions for the show for entertainment.
These are jokes,
purposely.
people.
Like, I'm not here. Please don't turn it here if you thought I knew.
And here's another thing: just don't get your
Don't
life
do that to
advice from
people.
to podcast.
Or
Period.
celebrities. We're not even, which makes it even more ridiculous. We don't have that much influence yet.
Yeah.
But I'm saying,
but we
like,
shouldn't, though.
We shouldn't.
Yeah.
Don't.
We're just two yahoos on the internet.
Okay, with press on nails and curls today.
Well, I don't know
and
what you're talking
sequins.
about. I sat for hours for this.
I did this art by myself. Okay,
painstakingly with a loop
The
and a
whole thing.
feather brush.
All the yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm talented.
Made
as
the
well.
ink herself.
From pigments of fruits. So yeah, but I mean basically
drinking.
drinking, laughing
First. Yeah.
laughing humor, art, enjoying different kinds of art. So music. When I'm really on my shit, which I haven't been, I need to get back to this. It is writing. Like I know you always joke that the notes always have a bunch of stuff, and it does, but I don't know, like chronicling my feelings or just getting stuff out.
Getting it
because
out.
I talk a lot and it could be a lot for people.
I think that is recommended. Like it's a
Yeah,
type of
it's just like,
journaling. Yeah.
But I feel like our podcast is that too. I think that's why it's
Yeah.
cathartic.
And
as
drop
well.
it in the comments. Let us know what y'all do so we can steal your ideas.
Especially if it's healthier than drinking. Okay, so next. So speaking of art that we've been consuming recently, what have you been watching? So not necessarily for catharsis, but like what's out there? Because we got to touch on some pop
stuff.
culture things that are happening. We like to do this sometimes.
We do. So very most recently, Stranger Things. Stranger Things, they dropped on Christmas,
gosh.
and my daughter wanted to watch it, and we're hanging out. So yeah, we watched, and then the very last one. And it was funny too because I watched the first 2 seasons and then fell off.
Okay.
And then I was able to get right back into it. It's just them kids are grown.
Them kids are grown now. My kids love Stranger Things too, so also we've been watching it. So I had to like convince them not to binge it because they watched the first. So it's been dropped like there's 4 episodes or 3 or 4 episodes that got dropped around Thanksgiving. Now that it's like the Christmas season, they just dropped. Is there 3?
I can't remember.
I think there's 3 because we watched 1.5 yesterday. Actually, the first one I fell asleep. I was tired, y'all. I hosted 20
Where you
plus
start from?
people at my home for Christmas brunch. Because I want to be the example for the next generation. It can't fall off with me. I didn't want to do it. But you know what I'm saying?
Somebody
like,
has
it's
to.
hard. Like it's hard
like,
when
why
like I'm
are-
the auntie now.
Why
We're
did
all gonna
yesterday-
be the auntie at some point. Like embrace it.
So
and do it
yesterday,
for
me
the
and my
children.
cousin-in-law ended up at the house being the only 2 adults. It's like,
It's
who
like-
left us in charge?
I guess we have to nail it.
It's like, so
because-
are we in charge of getting dinner going? Like, what?
Yes.
This doesn't seem like a good idea.
Oh my gosh. But I want my kids to feel like when it's your time, like recognize when it's time for you to step
Yeah.
up. Let the old people sit down and do their thing.
Yeah.
But so that's what I was doing. But I don't know. So for me, so we're talking about the art that we're consuming. I'm trying to think.
So Stranger Things.
The Stranger Things.
I've been watching
wanna finish-
Pluribus.
No, I haven't been seeing that.
That's Apple Plus. Actually, they just released the series finale. That was a couple days ago.
Okay.
It was good.
Was it? though?
Yes. I love it. It's about a
sounds
hive
bad.
mind.
The Borg.
Yes.
You
Or
mentioned that a lot in our-
Unity
I don't know
from
what that
Rick and
is.
Morty. It's an interesting concept.
Well, it is. It's not. Probably because it's happening. It happens all of the time. Like I think the hive mind stuff is a real
I
thing.
think I think one of the premises behind Pluribus, they haven't come out and said it, but it seems to, because everyone who joins it are just immediately blissful. So, because we need
Okay,
this human
like
need for
drugs.
connection. Yeah. So everyone who's a part of it is just flooded with like
Jucundity?
dopamine. And they're just super happy about it. And they're just like, everybody needs to feel this. So like for the 11
gosh.
people who didn't join the hive mind on Earth, they're like going out of their way to make sure that they join the hive mind.
And help me understand why you can't leave me alone.
Because the
can't
metaphor they used was if you saw
understand.
someone drowning, wouldn't you throw them a life preserver? To them, they feel like the hive mind is that life preserver.
Okay, but so say you throw it.
And you don't want to catch it. No, they got to give it to you.
No.
They got to.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you're a jerk now.
Well, the Vince Gilligan,
me.
so the guy who did Breaking Bad, did
To
you watch
me.
Breaking Bad?
I did.
Okay, so he's the guy who's doing the show.
All right.
And he's a showrunner. And so he said the kind of main question behind this is this heaven or hell?
It's hell when you keep asking me.
So you're definitely Carol.
Jesus. Okay, I'm Carol. I don't know what that means, but yes.
I really need you to watch now.
Okay.
Or, you're Menendez.
Oh,
probably.
I have an
Because
accent.
he was even
Yes.
more hardcore.
Because I would care so much at that point. Because you want me to care. You can't make me, though.
You can't change me. You can't change me.
Because, and the thing is, I get it. Like, I want to share everything that I feel like is beautiful in my life with the people that I love. Like, I don't misunderstand me. I get that premise. Like, I totally, and that's what I think I'm doing. But at a certain point, I also understand that if I'm smearing it in your face, it doesn't feel good. This could be the loveliest perfume flower. If I'm just like, I'm beating her. That you can't see it. I just beat her in her face. But if I just did that to you, it's
the
like,
whole
I don't
thing.
want
What's
it.
crazy is the hive mind. They're super happy, and weirdly enough, the unjoined, they're actually pretty happy too, because the hive mind, they want to make everybody happy. So they're doing anything.
That's weird.
To make them. It is super weird.
That's weird to me. I don't understand it, and that's probably why organized religion, in a way, it's like
It feels this need.
right. It's like I understand the feeling behind it. Like I get it, and I actually generally approve of that. Like I think we should be involved in things that make us feel good and
Like
that
a
we
book
want to
club.
share, of course. But then, like when it becomes like, nah, like.
You got to.
Nah, like,
Nah.
this is real.
We're
good.
taking your
it's
stem
like, It
cells.
feels like I'm unbuttoning my pants, unzipping it, and then whatever genitalia lies, I'm smearing it in your face.
No.
And it's like genitals in general are fine, but not when you're
Forcing them. Get consent,
Let me
people.
pick the ones I want.
Yeah,
And
that-
the ones I want to smear in my face, I'll do that. But
So
like,
weirdly enough, the hive mind, they really believe in consent, except when it comes to the joining.
that's weird. See,
It is. Okay, but that's
joining.
been
Okay.
my comfort show, but
I
that's
can see
over
why
now.
you like it. I mean, if that's the background of it, but pluribus, even the name sounds silly. I don't like it. But
Well,
I mean, I do.
That's
I mean,
our
I'm just
country's
saying.
motto. E pluribus unum.
Oh, that's Latin.
Yep.
Okay, I don't speak
Out of
different languages.
many
Messed up.
one. Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay.
That's the one that you pick.
I didn't pick
Not
it.
you. I'm just saying, like, pretend like you're America.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the one.
Well, because we're United States.
But also, it makes it feel like you think you're special.
we are special.
Sure.
Don't give me the singing. Okay, so
fine. What else are we? What else is going
What
on
else
in the
are we
news?
watching?
What else?
Oh, I was gonna say what else I was watching. I
what
watched
else
stuff.
did you watch? That's what I'm saying.
What's my other little comfort show?
What about discomfort? Let's get into it, friend. There's something out right now that I feel like is causing a bit of
Oh, a little friction.
yeah, man. A little comedy show, which was I didn't hear any. Did you hear any hype
I did
behind the
not
Dave
hear-
Chappelle?
Actually, what's funny is last week you showed me a clip from it, and
Wait,
I didn't even realize
didn't
it
know
was
that
from the
either.
special. I
I
was like,
thought
I've never
that.
heard him
Sorry,
say
I'm
that
squealing.
before.
Sorry.
But I was like, and then when I was like, just on Netflix, and I was like, oh snap, they dropped another one. N-word.
N-word.
Hard R act.
I said,
And I was like,
oh.
what a great title.
That is, it's definitely eye-catching. Definitely. And so you want to
And
see
here's
it.
the thing. For people who don't like Mr. Chappelle, I get it. You know what I mean? I really do. For me, it's a little bit harder because there's a part of him that reminds me of family members. And
Is that why people don't like Trump? I mean, still support him? Because they're like, he feels like mom.
I ain't got no family like him. So
No, I know, right, but I'm just saying. We don't pick who our family is.
Well, no, because there's still Dave reminds me of a family member I still like. You know what I mean?
Right, I
That's
don't hate you
problematic.
now. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
Amen.
you know what I mean?
I do.
I still have an uncle, where it's just like,
We don't want to talk about nobody.
all right. But it's like, but for real though, when it comes down to it, I love you though. So it's
It's a little complicated like that.
it's complicated.
I think it's important to make that distinction too, because I think it's dishonest when we have conversations about people who are polarizing to not like identify where it's like we all can identify with something maybe that's borderline. I will say problematic for lack of a better, you know what I'm saying? Because you're socialized in a certain way or you are used to hearing certain things. And then of course you have that attachment to them. So say that when you're talking about it. You know what I mean? I think for you to just engage in a conversation without engaging your bias toward a situation is disingenuous.
It is,
So
it is.
That is a thing. And I think that
Yeah.
like there's levels to that and that happens across the board. So.
And I would say I would want to make it very clear that the reason I like Dave Chappelle isn't because I don't like trans people. Like I would consider myself an ally.
Right.
Like to me, he's not anti-trans because he makes jokes. Because he makes jokes about everything and everybody.
What did you think? So the specific joke in this one was like he didn't recognize that the person was trans. Or like he's in. He's
the
doing
one that he got in
the
trouble
most
for?
recent. No, because I don't
Oh.
even remember that one. Let's
Oh.
talk about because this special, the trans thing comes up again.
Okay.
In the special.
When he's in the Middle East.
Yeah, so he's doing a show in the Middle East or whatever, and then there's somebody in the I forget what happens. It's something about the Falcon.
Right.
He
But
has
he
this-
made that up.
Right,
he
no,
said he
I
killed
know.
somebody.
I know.
Okay.
That's well, I know it's not true.
Okay.
I'm just like trying to toss up the most recent joke and like
Oh,
why
okay.
people were upset about it or whatever. Like, do you think it was a funny joke? Like, that's what I want to get to the bottom of. Was the joke?
That one, it was lazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't even like a
But
funny
before,
joke,
when people have gotten mad, I don't think people even really listened to the joke. They just heard that he was joking about it and got upset
got mad about
that.
That's what I'm saying. Be able
That's
to quote
what-
the joke. That's why I want to reference it.
because
'cause
usually
it's
I'm like, because they were saying like he was misgendering, and I didn't really notice in the special where he did, at the very end, he did misgender.
Okay.
For the
but was it for the
punchline.
punch? Okay. It
But
was for the
throughout
joke.
the whole story, he was using preferred pronouns.
Okay.
It was just that very last line.
'Cause you kinda
I
had
knew
to in
your
order to-
father, and he was a wonderful woman. Like, that was the punchline. Yeah, and
Okay.
so for that purpose, I was like, okay. But when he was telling the whole story about her, he was using she, her pronouns.
Okay.
So that to me was like a disingenuous criticism because
The whole time, yeah. up
yeah,
until
like
the
purposely
punchline.
misgendering is a dick move, but when
But you know you're doing it.
Right.
It's not like he did it and didn't know. And
in
it was,
when you're talking to a child who's lost a parent, you know, like what she was doing, you know what I mean, and acknowledging like this was your biological father.
at the same time.
Yeah, at the
right.
same time, and also not saying a bad thing, you know, like
Objectively, the
saying
truth,
she was
yeah.
a wonderful woman. Like, wow, you
So
know.
I don't remember this joke.
Right. And so he was telling a story about a trans comic who followed him and actually liked his trans material.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And he actually had her open up for him. And
Oh,
she
okay, I
bombed
remember
one
this.
time.
Okay.
And so, okay, so that was the
Okay,
whole story.
that
And then
part.
ultimately, she was just getting bullied so much online. And probably
this-
other things ended up
right.
taking her life.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And he set aside like a fund for the surviving child.
Oh, he did? A little
Yeah.
actual one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And that's when he's giving the speech to the child where it's like, hey, I knew your father and she was a wonderful woman.
Like,
And
I'm
that-
giving respect to. Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
So to
now,
me, that's why I
okay.
always felt like the trans, like anti-trans stuff. You know who's anti-trans? Trump. Like, that's
Oh,
a very,
man.
you can show where it's like you're trying to make life harder for them. You
Right.
don't think they deserve
So
to
the
have jobs.
action behind it, me talking about it or making light of it or. Right. It's like I'm just actually
Just the
making
same
jokes.
way,
This
I don't
isn't.
love the fact that he calls women bitches. That's not my
What?
favorite thing about Dave Chappelle.
Do you love everything about
But
Dave
I don't
Chappelle?
think he hates women either. You know what I mean? Like, there is a, you do have to.
Right, like if you ask the women in his life or people who observe him,
I
you
don't
probably
think he's never been
being
Me
respectful.
Too'd. You know what I mean? He's been married to the same woman forever. Like, you know, and he always thanks her in all the specials and, you know.
And we can't know every right.
No.
Like you can't know all of that.
I
you know
just
what
feel
I'm
in general, like if he was a family member, he wouldn't be like the one I was scared of. You know?
Ah, that's fair.
Or that I would
Yeah.
go on a full on political rampage because of political disagreement. Like, he wouldn't be that relative.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
He's fairly progressive.
Yeah. That's
Considering
just for
he's
his
like
age,
a 6-year-old
too.
Muslim. You know what I mean?
60.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta remember too, people will be old. You know,
he is. They just because he doesn't look right.
I actually do have
elderly.
family members who are anti-trans, and they're still in my life because they're, you know, we just don't talk about that.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate. I wish I could change their minds, but
So, like, have you ever gotten in a conversation where you found yourself defending
Yelling?
or trying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or okay. Actually, that's a silly question. I know you have.
that's why I love that song. I'm gonna have your back this Christmas
Yeah,
because I
know
do
you
like,
have.
yeah.
You're gonna ride for whoever. You're not. That's what's up.
I'm not sitting.
Shout
Yeah.
out to you, friend,
Thank
'cause,
you. But I need to
yeah.
be better about it. Like, because, because this was one of
Okay.
the episodes of Pluribus, right? And it was
Okay.
called The Charm Offensive,
Ooh.
where you do get a lot further by being charming than yelly. Yeah. And
then it's like when you don't realize people understand that, you're like, why are you? You could just. finesse it.
A little bit, but sometimes the emotions get kind of.
But then it's just like now I feel
to
silly.
me, it never
That's
makes
how
sense
it
to me.
is.
I actually got into it with a gay family member who was anti-trans. To me, that's what's always super weird. You know what I mean?
It's not though. It's not because
Okay.
you don't. And that's what we're rooting for is you loving yourself. You
Okay.
could never make an argument because it literally points back to self-hate, which is so sad.
Okay.
Think about that. Like you hate yourself. Like that's how I have to find sympathy.
Okay. Yeah, if you
That's
can't
the-
extend love for this person, you must hate your part of
because it's
yourself.
like because you have to in order to be functioning like this for you because you don't even see yourself in it. You removed yourself in it.
Right.
And this applies to you. So like I pity you because
Right.
you don't even recognize like this is directed towards you.
And I feel like Dave brought that up
But
in one of
damn.
the specials about how the Liga Bigotiga community didn't want to add that tea at first.
And then get them if you get people in the community talking about it's the way that like you can be anti-black and be black.
Yeah, boy. Oh, let's talk about Nicki Minaj.
Okay. Oh, ooh, hard turn, yeah.
Or wait, do we want to finish talking about the special? Because you watched it.
Really. I mean, whatever. I mean, so what do you want to say about it? We can.
Well, because we had a brief conversation with your spouse about the Mann Act and about how you don't. One of the things we're kind of criticizing Dave about, comparing Diddy to Jack Johnson.
I didn't love that.
I did not love that part of the
didn't
special, even
love
though it was
that.
generally funny. I don't think it's his best special.
No.
But it was still entertaining.
It was more provocative than it was funny.
Thank you. I
You
thank
know
you
what
for
I'm
saying that. It was like a
saying?
TED Talk.
It definitely. And listen, I will say comedy does evolve. And that is one area. So like if I'm thinking about comics that do something similar, but I would say are punchier and have more jokes per minute. I don't even know if that's like a real thing in terms of truly judging comedy. I'm not even saying that because I'm not an expert or anything. But like if you have somebody like Josh Johnson, like a lot of his is very conversational and it's very specific to his lived experience, which is what Dave I think does as well. But it's like his is more joke centered even though like it takes a long way to get around like if I watched an hour of Josh Johnson, I would get more jokes. So it just wasn't as funny, but I mean, he's a good storyteller. He's a griot. It's thought-provoking, and he's definitely, he's doing a very specific thing, and I think that's the genius behind it in a way is like, or prolific, because when we looked at Black is the New White, like we don't get a lot of mainstream Black men in a position where they can speak truth to power, even if it's problematic, even if it's wrong, even if it's whatever, because, I think white people or people who are, like if you're in a dominant culture, you have a little bit more leeway to push the envelope and say certain things. So in the comedy space, you don't get a lot of Black men like that. So it's important to have that. But at the same time, too, I just feel like
comparing Diddy to Jack Johnson. Because Jack Johnson, all the women he was sleeping with were with it.
And they wanted to, and it's like, so what conversation are we having? Like, yes, it's the same law. And so and because I feel like I've drank more than you, can you explain the Mann Act? Like, if people aren't familiar with what that is, let's go back for a second.
For people who don't know, Jack Johnson was like the first Black heavyweight champion.
This was heavily covered in this
boxing.
special.
Yes,
like a really
he
long
gives the
soliloquy.
details and
goes
all that
in.
stuff.
Right.
And it was something. Did you say you weren't familiar with it?
No, I don't remember this.
I remember. I was familiar with this.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, because I saw where he was going, and I'm like, I'm not gonna like this.
Yes, I was just like, so what?
So Jack Johnson, he was, back in the day, Black people couldn't participate in sports, but he broke his way in there.
In
and one of his,
1910.
and so this is a point where there's still like slaves who are still alive,
Yes.
the emancipated slaves who are alive and stuff like that. It's a different time in American history. Well, not that different. And so, but he was super into sleeping with white women, like just exclusively.
His favorite.
That was I'm not his favorite, his only.
Okay.
And so,
Wow.
basically, the
Exclusively.
police department was sick of it. So they came up with this law where basically says if you take someone over state lines for the purposes of sex, that's against the law now, Mann Act. And so that's technically what they got Diddy on because none of the other charges stuck because no one believed the testimony of his victims. And to me, that's what was frustrating. Like, it's not like Jack Johnson who, as far as I know, didn't commit any crimes.
Right. So here's where this is where the conversation with when I was talking about this with my husband, I'm like, I don't really have a lot of information about the Jack Johnson story. So that's going to be my job to go back and really look at it to make comparisons about character and whatever. But from what I understand, what he just shared just in the special was like, this man was a prolific fighter, got an opportunity to fight, become a heavyweight champion of the world, because I guess the heavyweight champion at the time was Canadian. And like before then, like black people couldn't challenge. There was all these really great, black fighters, and probably other areas too, other backgrounds, but specifically black folks. And he actually was like, kept asking this guy to fight him, and he finally gave him the chance and whatever. So he went on to like whoop everybody's ass, be the best fighter, like of his time. And it was like there was nothing they could do. So that made him unstoppable. And people didn't like the idea that there was this unchallenged, like he had money. He was moving around with impunity and autonomy and all this stuff. And like you say, it wasn't just his favorite to fuck on white girls. That was his only thing. And it's like how you can't
And
be
I think he
that
married
free.
a white woman too.
Did he? Oh
yeah, you can't do that.
So
They didn't want to see it.
And so my thing is like, if this law, so if everybody knew about this except for me, I'm ignorant, I didn't really hear about this. Between 1910 and 2025, we've not learned anything. Like we're still in the same place. Like y'all don't know that these rules apply to you in 2025. Like why did you think it was any different? Please give me the evidence.
Like who thought it was different?
So people who were like, Diddy got, you know what I'm saying? Like this was something that we didn't know about, the Mann Act. Like if he knows about the Mann Act, if you've seen it happen to other prolific people who've done more than you, low-key, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel
how
like
do you
of
think it
all
doesn't
of the
apply?
crimes I don't think he thought any of the things applied to him. Like he did a bunch of other stuff too. So I'm pretty sure Diddy knew arson was illegal, and beating up a girl is illegal, and drugging people
Not
without
if
their
you don't see me.
or
Me
drugging.
smoking a fake cigarette.
Or
putting
here's
drugs
the thing,
in your
I feel
oils.
like the media does a bad job of addressing, because
what?
everyone loves bringing up that baby oil, because even Dave says that in the thing where it's not illegal to have that much baby oil, it's just gross. It's illegal to drug the baby oil and
That's
put it
what
on
we're
people
not talking
without
about. Yeah,
telling.
like don't rub it
y'all-
in my temples when I don't know there's
Right,
massive
like
amount of
that-
hallucinogenics or whatever the fuck's in it.
Yeah, because people can be like, it's
I don't
not
want that.
illegal to have a bunch of lube or a bunch of baby
Who
oil.
said that? Nobody
No one's
said
saying
that.
it's illegal, but it is illegal to dose it and put it on people. I think that happens just way too much. People get dosed a lot.
But why are
Not
you...
just by Diddy,
No,
but just
why
in general.
why is that something you want to defend? I don't understand like why it's like, ooh, but...
I think you brought up the fact that for black men,
what the
there's just a
hell?
knee-jerk reaction to defend another black men
Yeah,
because they
which
get
I
railroaded so much. But as Huey
Understood.
Freeman said, the United States government conspires to, persecute innocent black people
all the time.
But
It's their favorite.
P. Diddy's not one of them people.
I just don't believe that. Just like you don't believe that he did anything wrong, I don't believe that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
No.
I think, but okay, so that was the thing I didn't like. And what did you think about him or any of the comics who did the Saudi Arabian comedy
What's
festival?
crazy is that I didn't really hear about it
okay.
that hard when
It was in
happening.
my
I kind of,
algorithm.
like vaguely. And I just was like, so what is, we have our president in Venezuela. What's he doing there?
So here's my thing. Because
So we're not allowed to get money. Is this capitalism or not?
it's definitely...
Is it only capitalism bad when black men? So like that's the thing. Like if I'm participating, taking money from governments that are fucked up, it's a problem. But like you're over in Venezuela, you're about to invade Nigeria for the persecuted Christians.
Yeah. So this
So what are we talking about?
So at first when I heard about it, I was like, I felt away. But then I was like, hold up.
It's capitalism. I hate all
Well,
of
not
it.
just capitalism,
Too
but let's
hard.
just say like, because the criticism is that Saudi Arabia participates in, they're still in the slave trade, basically.
Okay.
So, that's not great. And then of course they're, how they, women, like, shout out, they just got the right to drive and that's what's up. But there's a gender apartheid.
But are we giving money to any corrupt governments that treat women and children terrible?
Once again, these are just things that people are saying. I'm not
Sure.
I'm not making that case.
Of course not.
I'm just saying that even those things being true, I don't think isolating them helps those women or enslaved people. I think the more that cultures and United States included, because when we were doing our bullshit and stuff like that, I don't think any civilization thrives in isolation. So the fact that they want outsiders to come in, I think that's a good thing. And if they want to pay them, go ahead. And like you said, it's capitalism.
I mean,
and there's
Qatar,
no.
where did the plane come from? A gift from, was it Qatar or something? That
I forgot about that.
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
and also too, like, because there were allegations of them using a lot of slave labor to build stadiums and stuff like that.
So when it's
and I mean, in the
reflective
United States, we
outrage
cannot
law.
throw the use slave labor to build your stuff.
So what
like
do we
were,
what do we object to anyway?
yeah,
in real life,
yeah. You
Nothing.
can find a lot of unethical behavior in every single bingo country. So I remember when people got mad when Beyonce went to Cuba. And we're like yelling at her and Jay-Z about that. And it was just like, chill out.
I don't
like,
have the same relationship as you. So.
It's like, yeah, y'all don't really care like
That's
that.
what I'm saying, but you can't
didn't
have those conversations.
And then like,
though.
yeah. So I thought that was he didn't. I forget how he brought. Well, he just brought up like the money and stuff like that. But to me, I'm not really judging anybody who participated in the festival, any festival. You know what I mean? Like, that's.
I mean, I don't
prerogative.
even know what my argument is to say that they shouldn't, especially if it's like I'm trying to hold a comic to a higher standard than I
Than
do
our
government officials. Like, I
politicians.
mean, what the fuck are you talking about? These are just
It's
regular
like
ass
Captain
citizens.
Yuck Yuck.
It's like, I can't believe you
Krusty
take
the
money
Clown.
to tell jokes. It's like, I mean, what the fuck? You taking money to poison our water.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a much more terrible game that we're playing. You know what I'm saying?
And take away our health care.
It's, oh my gosh. So I don't know. I'm not necessarily outraged. I mean, there's other stuff that I feel like I can't even say because is there even free speech anymore?
Well, I mean,
Like, I don't feel comfortable saying it here.
I know.
I mean, this is for free. I'm trying to keep my day job.
I know, right?
I'm just wearing a sparkly.
Listen,
fucking
I already
shirt.
pissed some people off by
told
talking
y'all-
about Scientology.
Let me read the statement one more time. This episode.
This episode.
Okay.
No, but I was
just
telling
saying.
you, I feel like I might have offended some Scientologists.
You did say that.
and
You're
stuff,
rude, though.
and
You're known
I
for that.
am. I am. I
God.
can't help it. That's
Just
just
a
how I
mouthy
feel. And you
negress.
know who else is rude? Scientology. Google why black people don't like Scientology.
It's the worst. Okay, in case you didn't
No,
know.
L. Ron Hubbard was the worst. He was very racist.
Oh my
So,
gosh. They all are.
But once again, it was just commonplace. I mean, it was.
gosh.
Is.
Still is, guys.
Still is. Okay, so that we can go into Nicki
Wow.
Minaj though.
Okay,
Who
so
has
Nicki-
the right to say whatever she wants to.
So what's the thing in the news about this broad? What's going on?
She's on stage with Charlie Kirk's girl,
Erica,
Erica.
with
and
3
they're
Ks.
just on stage kikiing it up. And
Boys can be boys. There's nothing wrong with boy. Okay. Boys to being
I
boys.
think Nicki
Who
is
said
fishing
that?
for a pardon for her brother and her husband,
Ooh.
who are both. I don't even have to say alleged, because at least her husband, he was found guilty.
Right, especially if
of
that's what we're
assault.
going off of. Because that's our favorite to say, well, gee, is it? Are we just being accused? Do we know? Did
It's like,
we
are you
see
just
it?
saying it?
I mean, like, was it an actual?
So yeah, I don't. That's or maybe this is just in her heart how she feels about politics. That
very
Donald
interesting.
Trump is just the geek, just the peachy keenest,
Right,
You
he's
know,
the cat pajamas.
Yeah,
And he's such a handsome guy. He's debonair.
Well, you
know,
get away with
debonair.
anything when you're gorgeous.
Out of here, man. It's just it is mighty weird, but also too, like I don't follow Nicki like that. But what's sad is like, what is it about fame that has you literally, I don't know, losing your mind? It feels like they're
It makes you weird. I think the money and the fame, you're so disconnected,
I
and you
don't
think that none of
ever-
this stuff really affects you. Because a lot of times it doesn't.
Maybe 'cause you're
Oh,
high.
you know what? Trevor Noah? Was it Trevor Noah?
Noah? Who's that?
He had a
No, I'm
really interesting guest on. Oh no, it wasn't Trevor Noah. Neil Brennan, the Blacks podcast. He had on Scott Galloway,
Okay.
who's a rich guy, but he's just talking about like, yeah, billionaires need to pay more. He's like, I'm a rich guy, but I would be perfectly happy to invest in young people because if I had what they have now, I wouldn't have what I have. You know what I mean? Like,
Period.
yeah, like if I didn't have like the investments that were made in me, I wouldn't have been able to get
do
what I
this.
have. So I think that, well, I don't want to get all political.
No, you have to. We're here.
But yeah, just
Make it nice.
Right.
Just
Because let me say something nice. Let me say something nice.
Wrap it up.
Okay, so Nicki Minaj has given me a lot of entertainment over the years.
Okay.
She's a beautiful woman, and she really has worked hard, and she's very talented.
Right.
So I guess that's why I'm a little disappointed to see her caping for white supremacists. And I think because you were making the point
Self-hate.
too about the self-hate and about how black
Self-hate.
people can be anti-black. Because even thinking about some of her lyrics, and she's like, you know, these nappy-headed hoes, but my kitchen's good. It's like,
What does that mean, Nikki?
yeah, let's break that down.
Yeah. So you hate black people, do you?
So yeah. So
You hate yourself.
you do.
That's- yeah.
and it takes some growth. Like, because I internalized messages about, you know, hair texture.
I mean,
And
we all
having
do.
to unlearn that was a process. So I wouldn't necessarily want someone beating me up when I was still in that
No,
space. For sure. But, you know, she has a much louder platform.
And she's notoriously sort of mean herself, though, in terms of like, if I disagree with somebody, I can now like activate a whole fan base in a
To
negative
go
way
after.
toward you. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
mean, that's wild. Because here's the thing. I'm trying to recognize that, like, as a famous person, as somebody in the spotlight, like, that's a hard position to be in. I feel like people, you're allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed to be wrong. You're due some kind of privacy just because you're a public figure. I don't think you owe everybody everything.
No, you have to go up to people and like, entertain me now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying any of that, but I do feel like, you know, when you fail to recognize the position that you hold with those same, like, aspects, then it's tone deaf, and I don't expect you to be perfect, but there has to be some accountability.
Standards.
Yeah, there has
Bare
to be
minimums.
something
Bare
to
minimums.
that.
And so, yeah, going over to the site because, another fun fact this week, because it just got buried under the avalanche of everything. More Epstein files came out.
Oh my gosh,
Where's
friend.
your boy named Denim with
Who?
people?
My boy.
Yeah.
Who?
I know how much you love Donald J. Trump. Don't
Do not
Don't
call him my boy. Like,
no, DT, DT. He's in more of them files.
Oh my God.
I love what my daughter said. She's like, I don't need the Epstein files to know that he's a rapist.
It's like at some point, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we don't have enough information now, y'all don't care. Just say I don't
care.
Smooth ducks balls in December.
If he crepes people.
If he does whatever he does, because it's not me, it's not mine, and I actually didn't see it, so I can't even really say it happened.
That does seem to be the general attitude.
That's me smoking an air cigarette, guys.
Of
for
our
those who aren't watching.
society, and it bums me out because I'm like, so we just live in this is what people would describe as crepe culture.
And we just accept it as normal.
Yeah. We're just kind of like, yeah, well, you know,
People
it's gonna
rape.
crepe a little bit, I guess. I guess for me, here,
Have your keys out.
let me charm
Oh
offensive.
God, we have on sparkles after all, Kat.
Charm offensive. Here we go.
Please,
Okay.
that's listen. That's my.
Listen. I'm not a child. I understand the real world. There's gonna be some crepe. I'm just saying, can we get the numbers down a little?
Ooh, jazz hands.
Just
numbers down.
I mean, because right now I feel like we're like right here.
let's
We're
come
like right
down.
here.
We
and
wiggle
like
and they
maybe
go-
we get them. Okay, maybe
we
this is
twinkles
maybe
come
this
from
is
our
this is
fingers
too
now.
low. This is too low.
This-
like just right here.
So your waist is too low.
Yeah,
It
there's
has-
gotta Moni. They
it
love
can't be
it.
above your
we can't take that
shoulders?
away from them entirely. They obviously love it.
Oh my God, why?
Are you trying to take this away from them?
Yes, a little bit.
You've never tried it. Maybe we should do that next weekend. We
God.
go, we get some drugs, crepe some people, see how it feels, and
so
maybe
tired, friend. No.
we'll start singing a different tune. Where we'll be on stage with Nicki Minaj,
You
being
just had me
like,
picturing scoring an essay song, and I hate you for that. It's like, how would it go? Would
Let me put it in.
You know what I'm saying? Oh my God.
that could be the
I hate that song.
That could be the first.
I hate
It'll
that
be
song.
like a back and forth, and then it'll be
Wow.
like,
No,
and then it'll be
thank
like,
you.
okay, we'll drink this.
And then you splash it in my face.
God damn. Or it's like, or how about a back rub? And then we'll. Okay.
We need to take a break.
No.
I cannot.
Okay. You're
All
probably
hold
right.
on. Guys. She got me. I had to take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. I needed that break to gather my life.
We figured out
together.
how to stop the crepe crisis,
I
but we're not
didn't.
going to tell you.
At least I stopped giggling to the point where now I can have a conversation. It was going off the rails. I was feeling quite silly, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's wrap up what else we've been watching. I was just saying to you, I feel like I could use like days of just like bullshit television, like I don't know, something, because everything is so serious right now. I have so much going on. It's like I just need some days where I can just like
binge some reality
yeah,
TV.
something. So what's good? What could I look at?
So
'Cause I
one
don't
of
even know.
my very, very favorite reality TV shows is 90 Day Fiancé.
Oh my
It is an
gosh.
amazing look into the human soul.
Let me Google.
And
90 Day.
it's one of my favorite shows to watch with my daughter. We love talking about them people.
There's got to be like 30,000 seasons. Where do you start though? You know what I'm
So
saying?
what
Like,
I've been doing as a hack is watching the compilation videos on YouTube. Because a lot of it's just filler that you
Okay.
don't need.
That's what I'm saying.
And
Like,
a
I'm
lot
trying
of
to hit the
times
high
too,
points.
I'll just watch the reunion special. That's another great way of just getting the highlights
Okay, I'm with
and
that.
kind of seeing who actually stayed together. Because
like a
half the
wrap.
time I'm watching the show and just Googling like when these people
what
broke
happened?
up.
Okay.
And or who stays together, because sometimes they stay together.
Okay.
But we basically just
Wow.
yell at these people on the screen because it's all more than because sometimes it is a genuine couple, but more often than not, it is how would I describe it?
Please.
A visually challenged American and a super hot foreigner.
Wow.
And so everybody's got their motivations, right?
Because I mean, like all of them are super hot. None of them are just like
I'm
they're
just saying.
attractive
I'm not
people.
saying everybody. This is a portion, a good
Okay.
portion.
All right. Good portion.
Because some
All
of them are like real couples.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Who
But
really
I'm just
did.
saying, like, I don't want to also make it seem like everybody from somewhere else is hot. Like, are they actually really hot, or is it just because
A lot
they're
of them
considered
are.
exotic? Okay,
Because that's why they're getting shows.
That's why I'm asking.
That's why they're getting shows.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, like because
Okay.
did you know there's
They're not-
apps for this?
I would imagine so.
Yeah. A lot of times they meet each other on apps. So sometimes they're language learning apps.
Okay.
Sometimes they're just like, hey, but there is an industry of meeting Americans to get over here. And not just to get over here, but also just to get an American passport,
Okay.
which is for people who don't, because I mean,
like-
we never think about it. We've always had access to a U.S. passport.
Right.
And not really getting the gravity of that. I
what
didn't
that
get the
means.
gravity of that until I started watching the show
Okay.
of what
That's
it means to
fair.
have a U.S. passport.
Right.
And so, and what people are willing to do for
Right.
it.
Or unless you know people who have foreign passports or, you know what I'm saying? Like who live here, who have to, figure out. Because I think about how my brother lives in Japan and how, like how the road to becoming like a citizen somewhere, like the length of time that takes and the, the access that you get versus what you don't get when you are a foreigner in a foreign land and all the stuff, all the hoops and stuff you got to jump through.
Yeah. Yeah. I think since most people are just like, I'm from here, this is what I'm
have no
used
idea,
to.
yeah.
So, and a lot of people too are very naive about what other people might do to get access to that. So sometimes it's just so obvious. Like it's less obvious sometimes than other times. When it's glaringly obvious,
like, dude,
that's
this
when the
is
show gets
exactly
good.
Okay, that's the bread and butter of this.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Oh, there's so many of them where I'm like, oh my God, like, oof.
And then it's like if you
I'm gonna
met,
send you some clips.
okay, please, and because I feel like I've seen it before, but
Like
it's
you
just
seen
been a
Big
while.
Ed. I feel like he's one of the more famous
Does he have
ones.
a neck?
No.
I've seen him,
Okay.
and that's what I'm saying. Like was he in Southeast Asia by
Yeah.
chance? Okay, because this young lady, I'm not saying
Passport
she
bro.
was. She wasn't unattractive at all. She
Right.
was from a really like.
Or was she in the Philippines, I think?
Something, Southeast Asia. I don't know
Yeah.
forgive me, I don't know the actual country.
she was
but-
a lovely girl, but
was
she
cute.
wasn't. A lot of times,
That's what
what'll
I'm saying.
happen?
She was just like a cute girl who was poor in resources and needed this opportunity.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Which is even worse.
and still couldn't go through it. But then there's
Bless her heart.
bless her heart. And then there's the but sometimes there's the super hot girl. Usually the South
Okay.
American girls.
Okay.
For the most
Butt
part,
implants
and
and the
they've
whole
had
nine.
all the things. Sometimes they're natural, but usually they're coming with some heat. Okay.
Thongs, no cellulite. Okay, got you.
And those are the ones that, to me, for one, they're funny.
Okay.
Like, they get over here, and because they're from a roasting culture.
Yeah.
So they get over here, and like I said, they've been watching TV about America. They get over here and see the Midwest, and they're like,
they saw where we live.
this Jasmine, did I tell you about this? Yeah, I told you about this when it was cold. And she showed up in Michigan from Panama talking about, it's like, it's so gray. She's like, it's like hell. If hell was like winter hell.
Winter hell. It's like, this is winter. I've never heard it put so beautifully.
It was great. And I was like, she's roasting us in a second language. This is amazing.
It's great.
And it's very entertaining. So yeah, I would.
I need that then. I feel like I need to be bathed, excuse me, in that, because.
And just, yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
Just a lot going on. And again, like this time
the
of
news
year,
is a lot to take.
It's a lot. It's already like, for me, I don't know if this is like a cyclical thing with I don't even know. But it's like this time of year, I do get more like down because like it's no sun and it's just like, oh my God.
And our bodies, I was reading the thing, just our evolved neurochemistry does want to hibernate in the winter.
Yes. And then I'm still faced with all this fuck shit daily, and it's like, oh my God, I have to be pleasant. I have to do my job and like be a
fully functioning adult. But shout out to you and everyone who do in healthcare. Because y'all got to work on holidays and stuff. And thank you for those who do, because
we need y'all.
Emergencies happen over the holidays.
A lot of the times they happen over the holidays.
Because of pressure,
the stress, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is stressful. I think most people are out here just trying their best to stay afloat.
I would have to say, though, I'm proud of how we handled it. I think we did a good job. I think we didn't overload ourselves. We kept it moving, and we were able to provide content for the people.
Yeah, we were able not to have strokes while we did it.
Boy, it was hard.
It was. It really was.
But
it happened all the time. But yeah. So 2026. What are your sentiments moving forward into the new year? Like, what are some things that you want to see? Yes.
Yeah, my intentions. I'm going to start tapping into the charm offensive energy. Ooh. I'm going to try to be way more conscious of that and less. And so, because I really do want to get the crepe down. You know what I mean? And convince other people that it's worthwhile.
Yeah.
It makes for a better society for everybody. And I can't prove it. Give me a grant. Maybe I'll be able to. But I'm pretty sure when women feel safe, blowjobs go up.
Wow. Where's the chart?
I know. Like, I can't. There's an upward trend. So, I mean, that's just up to y'all.
And she's wearing a suit jacket, so you have to believe her.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
Yeah.
And then put the little disclaimer down. Let's have it run. The whole thing I said earlier.
It's like,
please
so,
be advised.
but yeah, just something to think about, because oppression makes my mouth dry.
And other things.
Yeah.
So yeah, friend, you know what? I wish I don't have a drink to cheers you with. Yes, I do. Here it is. Let's cheers. Let's do a cheers to our audience, to ourselves, to the new year.
Yes. And goodbye 2025.
Yes, I'm ready for 2026, you guys. I'm trying to stay hopeful. Hopefully you guys are involved in the things that are keeping you together. Like I said, this podcast is that for me, along with my family and my friends, just, you know what I'm saying, and that creative energy that flows through us all. So hopefully you guys are doing the same thing. And anything you else to add, friend? Before we get out of here?
Your body belongs to you, and everybody else's body belongs to them. So what do? We don't crepe. No. So
Keep
if you try
to yourself.
Hands are not for hitting, feet are not for kicking, penises are not for craping.
Oh, yeah, that's just gross.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, we're going to get on out of here. Until next year, guys. Peace. Bye.
Before we go, we must give thanks to Urban Nerd for providing our music, and legal services were handled by Trezanae M. Atkins. If you like what you heard, please feel free to join us every Wednesday for another fake-ass book club. Cheers.
Thank you guys for listening. You can check us out at thefabpodcast.com. Please subscribe, rate, and review our podcast wherever you're listening right now. We want to hear from you. Come put it in our life. Thanks again. And until next time, peace, love, and the Fake Ass Book Club. We out.
I'm gonna sing a Christmas song about that. Nobody wants to believe
baby, it's cold out. It's
like,
like, hey, what's in this drink?
don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that.
Lay your ass down.
I'm sliding them down.
I'm sliding them down.
It is.
But we've all accepted it, and it's fine.
We have. It's like we're just here now.
It's like, this is where we're at. It's like, dear.
Oh my God.
Dear daughter.
I got it in sexism.
Can you please